we've got Avery Mills, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game, with us. And Avery, there's a lot to kind of unpack from this ball game.
Yep.
But talk us through the final 10 seconds. There was a little bit of a stop there with a timeout in between it, but so much happened in 10 seconds of a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, I just love my team so much. This, obviously, I hit the shot, but this was such a great team win. That last play, we run that every day. There's just stuff. That's what we said in the timeout. Coach Sherard was like, we work on this. It's just another shot. If we don't get it, we have a plan B. But, we just executed. Coach Brad came up to me. He's, that's my guy right there. He's like, just, get yourself in a headspace to hit the shot. And I was like, you got to have a shooter's mindset. I'm making every shot I take. So, I made it. Thank you, Lord. And, great team win. Great execution.
Well, you don't have to say it, but I'll say it. That was a very difficult shot. You were kind of falling to the side. It wasn't square. This wasn't like a three-point shooting contest in practice. There was a lot going on in that sequence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to watch it back because when stuff happens like that, I don't even remember really what happened, to be honest. But, yeah, I knew we needed a three, and I knew she was going to close out. I wasn't sure if she would foul me. I just knew I had to get it up. Great pass from Emmy right into my hands, right in the pocket. So, yeah.
Oh, Paul Carmody's actually got the video up on the screen here. We can take a look at it. Yeah, you were falling to the side towards the baseline, but it looked pure. Nice celebration afterwards. You can't beat that.
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
And for the folks that are listening right now and obviously can't see what we were describing, you will. It'll be all over social media. It'll be everywhere that you want to find it. You'll be able to find it later on. Then after that, still 8 seconds, plenty of time, 8.2. They had a chance to call timeout, come back the other way.
Yep.
Describe what happened on the defensive side.
Yeah, so we knew they were going to try and, attack, maybe get a foul, get some free throws. So, our game plan, I was up on the ball. Coach was telling me get a deflection if I could. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to. I was just kind of jumping up and down trying to distract her. Tipped it and went the other way. And we were, great execution on defense those last few seconds. We really executed everything we talked about in the timeout. Again, just like such a great team win. So.
And do you have like a mental clock running in at that spot? Because I don't want to call out the negative. There was a play a little bit earlier on in the final minute where the mental clock wasn't there, and we ended up taking a shot when we didn't really need to too quick. So, or were you physically looking at the clock as you were coming up?
Yeah, it was both. I knew they had a few seconds to get a shot. So if we got it, it was going to have to be something quick. But yeah, as I was bringing it up, I just saw it counting down and. I didn't want to heave it because I could have had I could have created something, which I did. So, just attacked. Tried. I wasn't trying to draw a foul either. Just trying to get a shot. But,
Was the shot going in if she doesn't foul you?
Guess we'll never know. Felt like it. That adrenaline was just bumping. But
yeah. Then you go to the free throw line, and you keep the drama by missing the first free throw. I know that wasn't your intention. The better thing would be make the first and miss the second, because then the clock would have went out. But you hit the second one. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, my team, again, just my team, they're the best. We're just the best family, sisters. I missed the first one. Some of us just start laughing because I'm like, we're good. We do this in practice all the time. We have pressure free throws. Everybody's yelling and everything. So they helped. Keep me calm, encourage me. Great team win. Got it done.
I'm just looking at my text because I see Paul to our left, and he's looking at cheesecakes, and I'm thinking,
there's
got to be a reason. So I was like, what text did I miss? Okay, well, I got to order a cheesecake.
I'm gonna have to place mine too.
Oh my goodness! Well, yeah, Paul, keep scrolling through while we're talking. We're gonna multitask and figure out which cheesecake.
Good. Yeah.
Godiva chocolate cheesecake. I see a peanut butter one. I bet that's what Paul picked. Yeah, he picked the Reese's peanut butter.
Do they know about our tradition?
I guess it's a new tradition.
It
used to be a Krispy Kreme tradition.
It was, yeah.
What's the new tradition?
So, I wasn't really sure it was going to become a tradition, but our last road win, I just threw out the idea. I was like, Coach, on our way back at a long bus ride, I was like, could we get a sweet treat somewhere? He took it and ran with it. So now it's a tradition. Road wins, find somewhere, get a sweet treat. So, Cheesecake Factory it is.
Vanilla bean cheesecake. I think that might be my go-to. Yeah, text that for me, Paul. Vanilla bean cheesecake, Cheesecake Factory. That's big time. Big time. And 2 lactose pills. I'm ready to go. 4-hour drive.
Let's go.
Who's sitting behind me? All right, last thing for you, Avery. I think some of the fans may not understand just how good this George Mason team. Well,
right.
I don't want to say they don't understand it, but it's early in the season, and
yep.
you see a 6-4 record, but all their losses were against very
right.
good competition. You want to win a game no matter who you're playing,
mm-hmm.
but when you can beat an in-state team like this, a team that's an NCAA tournament team, a team that's probably going to be top 60 or so in the RPI mm-hmm. or net rankings, you take a little bit more from that?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we talked about it. So we lost to JMU. They blew them out at their place. So, going into this game, we always say we don't absolutely have to win. We'll be fine regardless, so no pressure, but we really want to. And we talked about how great of an opportunity this was, but they're not going to give it to us. We have to go take it. It was a really sweet win. We were, excited in the locker room. So,
well, you guys win. You get to order the cheesecake, but we also ordered some snow for you tomorrow. There's going to be a couple inches of snow.
Gosh.
You don't seem to be happy about that.
Actually, no. Now that I think, I have an exam tomorrow morning, so
is that good or bad?
That's good. They
okay,
could push that back for me.
All right, keep the snow coming.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on an amazing sequence at the end of the game, offense and defense. And let me sneak one little quick question
mm-hmm.
in here. Defense, I think for you, and I hate to say it like this, but I think it can still kind of I don't want to say a work in progress, but you continue to get better and better on the defensive end. That maybe wasn't as much of a focus in high school because you didn't need to play as much defense in high school.
Yeah, I mean, last year, my freshman year, defense was just definitely my worst part of my game. I just, like you said, in high school, I wasn't really focused on it. Didn't really understand the level of intensity that it would bring in college. So, I've really been working on that. My coaches have been helping me a lot, breaking down film, different drills in practice. I've really been trying to hone in on that. But we push each other in practice again. We all push each other to be our best. So that's really helped. All of us just pushing each other. Still definitely trying to improve. Always room to improve. So.
Sounds good. Congratulations.
Yes.
We'll see you on the bus with some cheesecake.
Let's go. Thank you.
Avery Mills, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. We're going to get head coach Alexis Sherard in here and get a couple of thoughts from him, as well as the Lady Flames get a 74-73 win over George Mason here in Fairfax. Lady Flames are now 6-2 on the season, and George Mason falls to 6-5. Liberty will play another A-10 school on Saturday afternoon back in Liberty Arena at 2 o'clock. Richmond comes to town, while George Mason has about 13 days off. They'll play Princeton here in this building on the 20th. And then after that, conference play for them. So they only have one more out-of-conference game left on the slate. As we've got Coach Sherard mic'd up and ready to go. Okay, who draws up that play? I know you drew up that play. I don't want to put you on the spot. You drew up that play at the end.
I didn't execute it. I may have drawn it up, but I didn't. The ladies had to execute it.
Who drew up the defensive stop?
That was all of them, Jamie. I mean, we put our players in special situations. Down one, tie score, 4 seconds left on the clock, gotta get a stop. So. We just try to do everything that we do in practice. We try to make practices more difficult than games. We'll play 5. We'll put 6 guys out there, 5 versus 6. So, just particular for situations like this. And I'm just so proud of our players, their resilience, their perseverance. They just did a great job. I think George Mason was winning over 30 minutes of the game. And, we had some blunders, some, uncharacteristic end of game mishaps, but no one put their head down, and we were able to come up on top.
And that's a good point, because Claudia had the clock off a little bit, took a shot sooner than she needed to. Jacayla misses a layup that could have tied the game up, and I know she put her head down a little bit, but her teammates were there picking them up, each of those young ladies up, and that just kind of goes back to the chemistry you guys have built.
Yeah, so we talked, deliberately about the 95%. Obviously 5% is, you individually taking a shot, which is just a couple of seconds each field goal attempt, and there's 95% of the game that doesn't deal with shooting, and that's everything else, every other category. So, when JT misses that layup and she doesn't put her head down, she's focusing on 95%. And we always say that 95% is family, the 5% is me. So we try to stay away from the me and stay in tune with the family. And I thought our bench was excellent. Everyone who played came in and helped us, and it was definitely a huge family win.
Let's get to a couple of players that maybe aren't going to be in the spotlight because Avery Mills had such a big game, and Emmy Stout had almost a career-high game too. But the ones that kind of get under the radar a little bit, and we talked about this all the time. Elizabeth Eistetter always is under the radar. She hit 2 amazing, huge three-pointers for you in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Liz, again, we always say sometimes wins camouflages your blemishes, and we didn't want to camouflage any of the blemishes, so we talked about Claudia and her shot clock. We talked about JT's missed layups. We talked about Liz's couple of turnovers. But, again, dealing with the 95, no one puts their head down. And Liz ends up with 10 points in the fourth quarter, 2 big threes. Her percentages are not great, but she's a way better shooter than her percentage. I mean, we see it every day in practice. So, and, Liz guarding Walton for the majority of the game, who's their best player, one of the, top players in A10. She rebounds, she defends, she gets deflections. She's a great communicator. And, she was in huddles keeping everyone calm. And I thought they just did a great job collectively, just not getting rattled. And, we're still continuing to learn how to win. We're young. But this was an excellent big step forward, moving in the right direction.
Ify Nwabi battled through some foul trouble throughout the game, was in foul trouble basically from the first quarter on, and finishes up with 12 rebounds, 6 points, but she is a rebounding machine.
She is, and I told Ify, I said, I don't care if you foul out. I said, you just be aggressive. And we talked about her playing with 4 fouls and, being smart. And, she's learning how to win. This is probably her 7th college game. She obviously was redshirted last year. So, it's a process, but I was very pleased that she was able to, not foul out and, no bigger rebound than that last one. She was able to tie up, and we were able to get the ball out of that 50-50 ball. So just very, very proud of her. That's a big-time effort play by Ify on the rebounding.
And last but certainly not least, Claudia with 8 assists, 1 turnover.
Yeah, I mean, she's our floor general. I mean, even with the blunders there at the end, she's another one that just focuses on 95%. She's even Steven. She doesn't put her head down. She's calm, collective. She'll get deep into the paint on penetration and just give a nice soft bounce pass to Emmy Stout for a layup. So that's a great job by Claudia. And again, just a huge family win. They're George Mason's first loss in this building. And, Vanessa does a great job. This is a very, very good George Mason team. So very proud of our ladies.
Well, there'll be a time to talk about Richmond. My last question is going to be, what kind of cheesecake did you order?
Believe it or not, I may pass, Jamie.
No,
I may pass.
Come on. You got to at least share one with
maybe I'll share one with my wife.
There you go.
I know she's going to get one.
You get a couple of bites in, right?
I'll share one.
Usually the other way around, but you're gonna be the one stealing a bite.
Wife. Absolutely.
Well, congratulations on an amazing win here, and still a tough game left at home. So the fans, make your plans to come out and watch that game on Saturday against Richmond. It seems like every time we talk about, you got a big win, then there's just another big one right around the corner. You got about 6 days before you play again against another very, very talented in-state team in Virginia. Something about Old Dominion women's basketball. The state is just something else between JMU, Liberty, George Mason. Virginia's coming on. Virginia Tech's had some good squads.
It's Richmond.
Richmond. Yeah. I just didn't even mention the one that we're playing next. It's a perennial NCAA tournament team too. But nice win today, and we'll see you back in Lynchburg.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie.
That was head coach Alexis Sherard.